Jan Goldberg, thank you for allowing us to come into your studio and do a little gallery talk. So this is just fabulous having you here all the time. It really is, and having working studios in Crossroads. So thank you for being one of the 5 or 6 that give us that privilege and do that.
Very
So
welcome.
thank you.
This is my home away from home. It's a very special place. I try and get here every day, as
Yes,
you
you
know.
do.
It's like breathing for me. And I do a lot of experimental things. I don't paint from photographs. I was trained really to be very original.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a challenge, but it's wonderful. I approach everything differently. I might cover over a painting and abstract it a little and find something else.
Well, that leads me to a question. When you started as an artist, what was your first art form?
Well, as a child, I always was drawing. So I kept that up, and I went to a very special high school in New York that really influenced me. At the time, it was called the High School of Music and Art, and now it's by Juilliard, and they've combined it with performing arts and so on, and it was a great, great influence.
Because you can see how that comes out in the various different pieces that you have done. They all have a movement or a flow to them that really looks like a dancer in places. And then sometimes you actually do have dancers that are in the paintings, and you can feel them moving. You can feel the flow.
Right. Well, they really have to move like crazy. I don't know why, but it's just, I'm choreographing, I guess. I'm still doing that. Physically, I can't do what I did before. So to be able to do it on a canvas is very, very satisfying. It really replaces.
Grab that piece right there. 'Cause I think this is a great example.
I did this actually last week.
Okay.
In about 10 minutes. I took a large brush and really didn't use any, I just used my imagination and decided I was just going to move the brush. I usually am very hard on myself. Nothing is ever perfect. It's got to be better. But this really satisfied me. I could feel it deep inside myself. Now, this doesn't happen very often, unfortunately.
No, it doesn't.
Most of the time, I really labor over the abstract. I just have to do it, though. I don't know. It just comes from within.
Well, and to me, this is definitely abstract, but it's not, because you can see the dancers, you can feel the movement. So that's why I thought this was a great piece.
Right. Well, that's what I'm striving to be able to do. And I've been painting for a long time, and I'm thinking, why does this take so long? But then I think, a lot of these are experiments, and I paint every day, and I'm by myself. I'm listening to music. I might be singing, I might be dancing, and I learned so many things just by myself. Being by myself. And I love using a lot of figures.
This is definitely the start.
So I don't know what will happen, but it might become abstract at some point. I might work on it, and it might change and become other paintings. Maybe I should charge for several paintings.
Yeah, but it's really interesting to see the under process, the start process.
Right, and it's really supposed to be an audition. With the people, these people are auditioning, and the others will be standing around. I know I will add things. I want to paint it very loosely, so I've almost just hesitated to start it, and I leave it on the wall.
This piece is sort of the in between. This is what this could eventually be like, look like.
Yes. And I'm
I think
sure
it's a
I
good
never
representation.
will do another one like it. I'm learning how to leave things. And that I owe gratitude to my fellow artists around me who say, it's finished. It says what it's supposed to say. Leave it alone.
Was there anything that you could lend in your wisdom for artists that are starting out?
I really would like people to get away from the photographs. I think it's good to start that way, and then just put it away and let your inner being take over. There's always another thing that's going to replace it, that's going to be better or different, and I'm going to learn something in the process.
I think those are great.
So-
That's great words of wisdom. It is. It is. Well, Jan, thank you for spending
Oh.
some time with us today and sharing your art and your style and what's behind it and how
Yeah.
it progresses.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for Crossroads.
Oh, you're welcome.